More than two-thirds of the North Providence student body walked out today to protest new rules they say are unfair. News Center 12's Deborah Horn says the protest has been brewing for months since changes were made in the way the school is run.
Angry over a smoking ban at the school and the loss of so-called senior privileges, about 700 North Providence High School students took to the streets just 5 minutes after classes began. They are upset over a new four-man school administration that they say is imposing new rules that are arbitrary and unfair. When a meeting earlier this week with the school's headmaster and his 3 assistants proved futile, the students decided a public protest was their only answer.
I'm not saying that they're totally wrong, because they're not. A school should have rules, but I think they should give in a little and we should give in a little.
They don't want to have us look on as, they're the dictator and we're the slave. We want a more, eye-to-eye approach with.
The protest began when a fire alarm was pulled. When students refused to return to class, school officials locked the doors. That angered some parents. You don't like what the kids did, but you also don't like the fact that they were locked out.
Correct. I don't. Someone has to take responsibility. Kids feel they have some rights. I feel they don't have rights.
But officials say they wanted to keep the students from coming back and later disrupting classes. All those who left are suspended until they return with their parents.
What was the purpose in general of the changes anyway?
For the betterment of the operation of the school.
The conflict here at North Providence High School is nothing new. It was just a generation or so ago that young people, many of whom are adults, were fighting for many of the privileges these students say they are losing. But both sides here say they believe this conflict can be resolved if they can sit down and discuss it. That is something that is likely to occur in the next few days. In North Providence, Deborah Horn, News Center 12.
In more successful academic endeavors,